Good morning. Today is Monday, September 27th, 2021. Welcome to Column Hinge at Alpha Omega. We're located halfway between Death Valley and Las Vegas, halfway between Joshua Tree to the south and Area 51 to the north, in the Mojave Desert of the Southwest United States.
Welcome back, and thank you for joining us again for this magnificent reconstruction and revival of an ancient Christian ritual from the very, very first century after Christ. You see, in the 3rd century, magic was forbidden in Christianity. Before then, because the problem they were having is that Jesus was regarded as the greatest magician who ever lived. So magic was purged from Christianity. And the Egyptian Christians, what they did was they took the secret magic teachings and buried them beneath the sands of Egypt. And that's why the 2 lost books of the Bible containing magic that we have both come from Egypt in the 1st and 2nd books of Yahweh, which purport to contain the secret magic teachings of Jesus to his disciples. I'm Reverend David Griffin.
I'm Reverend Leslie McQuade.
And this is the Lost Magic of Jesus Revival.
The sun is the dispenser of light to the earth. May the living light of the God Force inflame our souls with abundant life.
Our destiny lies amongst the stars, and to the stars humanity shall ascend.
Take a nice deep breath and feel into your body. Breathe deeply. Feel each breath as it pours into you. Follow your breath as it spreads, nourishing your body. And as you are breathing deeply and feeling deeply into each and every part of yourself, visualize yourself as the tree of life, however it is you imagine that tree to be, and grow your branches up high into alpha sky. Drive your roots down deep into Omega Earth. I call on you in the east, Alpha. I call on you in the west, Omega. I call on you in the north, Alpha. I call on you in the south, Omega.
Alpha.
At Omega.
The beginning.
And the end.
And the path of the age between sunrise.
And sunset.
And the path of the sun between birth.
And death.
And the path of life between Alpha.
Omega.
Once again, this morning we open the 21st Treasure of Light. We begin by reaching out to the angels in the invisible. Angels of the 21st Treasury, attend. Watchers, we know your names, so stand aside and grant us entry into the treasury. Ozaz. Ozaz. Eloes. Eloes. Azaias. Azaias. Let the watchers withdraw, and let us enter into the 21st Treasury of Light. And there are 12 heads in my Father's treasury, and these are the names that are in the places when they sing praises to my Father, and he gives light power to them. Zozo Ze'ai. Zozo Ze'ai. Zohozai. Zohozai. Tozazaksai. Tozazaksai. Naoza e I a I. Naoza e I a I. Marazaz. Marazaz. Ozeaya. Ozeaya. Oza, Oza. Oza, Oza. Oshozoza. Oshozoza. Oza. Ozaez. Ozaez. Azaiaos. Azaiaos. Naya Ozaze. Naya Ozaze. Aenazaz. Aenazaz. So we completed our journey through the places, invoking each of the 12 mighty angels' head in its proper place and proper rank, until at length we came into the place of the midst, the place of the middle, the place of the center, the place of the Father of the treasure of life. O Father of the 21st treasure of light, by your cipher and by your name, we invoke you, O Azi Ai. Let the divine light descend. It is the intention of this ritual and our fervent prayer to establish human liberty worldwide.
Establish human liberty worldwide.
Abolish slavery in all its forms.
Abolish slavery in all its forms.
And set our people free.
Set our people free.
Restore the purity of our air.
Restore the purity of our air.
Of our water.
Restore the purity of our water.
Of our food.
Restore the purity of our food.
And our medicines.
Restore the purity of our medicines.
Protect Homo sapiens from extinction.
Protect Homo sapiens from extinction.
And restore the integrity of our genetic code.
Restore the integrity of Homo sapiens' genetic code.
All these things we ask in the name of the living Jesus. Amen.
Amen. So mote it be. Take a moment now to again feel into your body. This ancient magical rite we are doing together helps you experience more God Force energy. God Force energy is something that you can feel. It's not just an imaginary friend that you talk about. And as you breathe in, what you need to do is concentrate. Stand with your feet about shoulder width apart. And it's better if you stand because you want your belly to be nice and wide open. You don't want anything binding your stomach either. So that when you push your belly out to breathe in, you're going to be filling your lungs from the bottom up, the way that an infant does. And you see what this does is this also improves your digestion. It improves your intuition. It improves your ability to breathe when you push your belly out to breathe in. Now, you don't have to breathe that way all the time. Most adults can't anymore, because we've gotten so far out of practice. But as much as you can, when you breathe in this way, the way an infant breathes, it allows you to bring more God Force energy into your body physically, even if you're not doing the mental work behind it. Just pushing your belly out the way an infant breathes is going to automatically bring more God Force energy into yourself. That's why children seem to be more connected to the divine than adults, because children still remember the correct way to breathe in the most God Force energy naturally. As an adult who's used to breathing from your shoulders and the top of your chest because you're wearing clothing that binds around your belly button area, that chest, that upper chest breathing needs to be accompanied by thinking of God Force energy in order for it to be effectively absorbed. And when you combine the belly breathing with the thinking of God Force energy, that is the maximum God Force energy when you are bringing it in. When you turn your powerful mind towards that energy while you are breathing in. And as you are breathing in, you're not just thinking of God Force energy, but you're thinking of what that energy would do for you today. Now, some days you may need more physical energy so you can finish rearranging the garage. Other times you may need more mental energy so that you can complete a difficult task at work. Other times it may be emotional energy that you require as you assist someone who is experiencing death of a close family member. Now, whatever situation you find yourself in, God Force energy is a source of energy, a source of healing, and a source of emotional strength. In fact, God Force energy is a source of whatever is lacking in your life, even if what you're lacking is food. Because remember, Jesus turned the loaves and the fishes into plenty. Jesus showed us what abundance means. Abundance means concentrating on abundance, not concentrating on loss and lack. And so today, on this very challenging Monday, when most people are getting back into the 5-day workday grind, remember the pleasures of the weekend, and that work doesn't have to be a grind. You can enjoy work. You can be happy at work. All of this is easier when you have something better than work to focus on. And you do. You have the entire universe filled with the divine. And all of it is available to you on your next breath, filled with God force.
Thank you, Leslie, for that beautiful and inspiring message this morning. You know, Leslie and I just spent the weekend. It was absolutely wonderful at the Pahrump Valley Fall Festival. You know, these local festivals and local fairs or county fairs are quite important. You know, these days with our American culture under attack, in fact, every culture around the world is under attack. Just look at Australia, what's going on over there. All of our cultures are under attack. These days, with all of our cultures under global government attack, trying to destroy our cultures, it's very important that we celebrate our cultures and that we continue as a magical act to celebrate each and every aspect of them. When we go to the county fair these days, it's not just a celebration anymore, but it's an act of defiance against the globalists attacking our culture, celebrating deliberately our culture. When we celebrate Christmas, we are preserving our culture. When we celebrate Thanksgiving, we are preserving and transmitting our culture. It's so important to celebrate all of these holidays now, more important than it has ever been before. By the way, something that you don't know yet is that Leslie has a radio show here in Pahrump. That's right. You see, we're exploring other ways to get the message out because now we're so limited. We're still reaching you with this ritual every day on social media, but we can no longer tell you the truth about what's going on around us because we would be completely censored, or maybe even removed, and we want you to be able to continue to see this ritual, so we stay within the parameters of social media. We are still, however, in the United States, and we still do have freedom of speech, and there are other much better venues to communicate with you about certain very important things that are no longer allowed on social media. More on that in days to come. We'll have a lot more to share with you about these things in coming times. But until then, as always, we greet you, and we'll be here with you and for you again tomorrow, right back here. And by the way, our website is at alphaomega.church. Once again, alphaomega.church. And until tomorrow morning, have faith and expect a miracle.
And until we have the pleasure of each other's company again, may the God force run strong within you. And, as always, may your magics work better than expected.